We're going to use the Psalm of Ascent to try to determine where the temple site of Solomon's temple was.
To locate the general area of the temple.
The temple was not in effect during the time of King David, but King David purchased the land on where the temple would be. So we're going to have to figure out where Ornan's threshing floor, which is the site where David was called to purchase the land and create a sacrifice when the angel of Yahweh was judging Israel for their sin of counting and David's sin of counting. So if David's palace was over here, it would only be
maybe 4 minutes to get here.
If you start the Psalm of Ascent down here by the pool of Siloam to get up to the top of the city of David, you know, that's a couple of minute walk up this hill, okay? Maybe 3 or 4 minutes walking up. Now, if we start at David's palace somewhere here in this area and we read the Psalm of Ascent, we're going to take this street and we're going to walk up this street. And right now we're here still at Zion, and we're going to continue to walk up as high as we can until the Psalms stop. And then that's where we're going to stop and possibly use that area. And what we're going to do is we're going to triangulate to a Torah niche and also the tomb of Herod's family that he built for his family here in Jerusalem. And we're going to triangulate those points with this area where the Psalms stop to see if we can find a site for Solomon's temple. Well, the only other ascent that you can make from David's palace, you can make it up to what they call, you know, the Dome of the Rock area and up that way. But the only other ascent is going to be going up. And so I'm going to read the Psalm of Ascents starting from the city of David. And we're going to go ahead and walk up this road, even though it's nighttime. And we're going to walk up all the way up to Mount Zion and see where the
Psalms
of Ascents stop. Okay, here we are outside the city of David. And if we look up this way, that's Mount Zion, that building way up there. Those are the Catholic buildings on top of Mount Zion. So what we're going to do is we're going to start reading the
Psalms
of Ascent from the city of David, and we're going to walk our way up to the top of Zion and see where the
Psalms of Ascent
stop.
To re-emphasize, these psalms could have been sung as songs, and also we're just looking for the general vicinity, the general area of where this site that David had purchased and where Solomon built the temple was, based off the length of the reading time or singing time of all of the Psalms of Ascent. Before we start reading the Psalms of Ascent, I want to take some time here to look at some old pictures from the 1800s of the sites that are now filled in with houses and apartments and streets and everything else. So what we have here is, obviously everybody knows that this is the old city walls of Jerusalem built by Suleiman of the Ottoman Empire. And up here we could see Al-Aqsa Mosque, and here we have the Dome of the Rock. Now, this site over here is what you would call the city of David. Nowadays, well, it was underground here because it's been buried and filled in over the couple of thousands of years. But this whole area right here is the city of David underneath here. And up here is where David's palace, they believe, would have been. So we're going to be starting from the area of where David's palace would have been, and we are going to walk up this way, up this slope, up to Zion. Okay, so that's one image. The second image that I want to bring your attention to is this picture of Mount Zion, taken from what the neighborhood, which is now called Abu Tur, or from the Hill of Evil Counsel, facing towards Mount Zion. And so as you can see, again for reference, here is Al-Aqsa Mosque over here. This is the Dome of the Rock. This is the outer walls of Old City Jerusalem. And look how high up this area is right here of the top of what they call Mount Zion. And Mount Zion is a mountain that's mentioned that cannot be moved. And look at this mountain. Okay, this is one of the highest peaks in this area, and there's mountains all around and valleys all around this mountain. It keeps going all around this mountain. This mountain is in the center as described in the Psalms. Psalm 125 verses 1 to 2. They that trust in Yahweh shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so is Yahweh round about his people, from henceforth and forever. Way over here outside of the screen, but this area is where we're going to pick up from walking up and ascending up. And you'll see when we read where the Psalms of Ascent end. So I'll leave some links where you guys can get the access to these images, but this is very important because now there's buildings and houses and streets and everything else on these sites, but you cannot no longer really see how great of a mountain it is for being here in the city of Jerusalem.
Okay, so we're going to be reading Psalms 120 all the way to 134. In my distress I cried to Yahweh, and he answered me. O Yahweh, deliver my soul from lying lips, from a deceitful tongue. What shall be given to you, or what shall one add to you, O deceitful tongue? Sharp arrows of the mighty with coals of broom. Woe is me that I sojourned in Meshech. I dwell in the tents of Kedar, and my soul has longed to dwell to itself with him who hates peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From where shall my help come from? My help comes from Yahweh, maker of the heavens and the earth.
Please notice that when we look up our eyes to the hills, as I now turn, we're looking at Mount Zion, which is where our help comes from. The timing is almost perfect.
He will not give your foot to slip. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will not slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is the one keeping you. Yahweh is your shade on your right hand. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall keep you from all evil, and he shall keep your soul. Yahweh shall keep your going out and your coming in from now on until forever. Psalm 122. I was glad when they said to me, let us go up into the house of Yahweh, which is where we're going. Our feet shall stand within your gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is built like a city that is joined to itself together. Then the tribes go up, the tribes of Yah, to the testimony of Israel, to give thanks to the name of Yahweh. For the thrones of judgment were established there, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Those who love you shall prosper. Peace shall be within your walls, prosperity in your towers. Because of my brothers and my companions, I will now say, peace be to you, peace be in you. Because of the house of Yahweh, our Elohim, I will seek your good. I will lift up my eyes on you, O dweller in the heaven. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their masters, as the eyes of maiden to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes will wait on Yahweh, our Elohim, until he shows us his grace. Give us your grace, O Yahweh. Give us your grace, O Yahweh. Give us your grace, for we are exceedingly filled with scorn. Our soul is exceedingly filled with itself, our soul is exceedingly filled with itself, with the contempt of those who are at ease, the scorn of the proud. Psalm 124. Except that it is Yahweh who was for us, O may Israel say, except that it was Yahweh who was for us, when men rose up against us, then they would have swallowed us alive. When their anger glowed against us, then the waters would have flowed over us. The torrent would have covered our soul. Then the raging waters would have passed over our soul. Blessed be Yahweh, who did not give us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul has escaped like a bird of the fowler's snare. The snare is broken, and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of Yahweh, the maker of the heavens and earth. Psalm 125. Those who trust in Yahweh shall be like Mount Zion, and that's where we're headed to. It is not shaken, it remains forever. The mountains are all around Jerusalem, and they are all around Jerusalem, with Mount Zion being in the middle. And Yahweh is around all his peoples from this time and forever. The scepter of wickedness shall not rest on the lot of the righteous, that the righteous not put forth their hands to evil. Do good, O Yahweh, to the good and to the upright in their heart. And those who turn aside to their devious ways, Yahweh, shall lead them forth with the doers of evil. Peace be upon Israel. Psalm 126. When Yahweh turned back the captivity of Zion, we were like those who dream. Then our mouth was full of laughter, and our tongue with joyful shouting. Then they said among the nations, Yahweh will work great things with these. Yahweh did great things to work with us. We are glad. Turn again, O captivity, O Yahweh, like the stout streams. Those who sow in tears shall reap with joyful shouting. Surely he who walks and weeps, bearing a trail of seed, shall come again with joyful shouting, bearing his sheaves. Psalm 127. If Yahweh does not build the house, they who build it labor in vain. If Yahweh does not keep the city, the one keeping it stays awake in vain. It is in vain for you to rise early, sit up late, to eat the bread of toils, for so he gives his beloved sleep. Behold, children are the inheritance of Yahweh. The fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows in the hand of a mighty man, so are the sons of the young. Blessed is the man who has filled his quiver with them. They shall not be ashamed, for they shall speak with their enemies in the gate. Psalm 128. Blessed is everyone who fears Yahweh, who walks in his ways. For you shall surely eat the labor of your hands. You shall be happy, and all good is to you. Your wife shall be filled like a fruitful vine by the sides of your house. Your sons shall be like olive plants around your table. Behold, so shall the man be blessed who fears Yahweh. Yahweh shall bless you out of Zion, and you shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of your life. Yes, you shall see the sons of your sons. Peace be upon Israel. Okay. Psalm 129. Many times have they distressed me from my youth. Let Israel now say, they have distressed me from my youth many times, yet they have not prevailed over me. The plowers plowed on my back, and they made their furrows long. Yahweh is righteous. He cuts the cords of the wicked. Let them be ashamed and turn back to all those who hate Zion. Let them be like the grass on the rooftops, which dries up before it draws out, which the reaper does not fill his hand, nor the binder of sheaves his bosom. And those who pass by have never said, the blessing of Yahweh be on you. Oh, we bless you in the name of Yahweh. Psalm 130. Out of the depths I have called you, O Yahweh. Yahweh, hear my voice. Let your ears attend to the voice of my prayers. If you will keep iniquities, O Yah, who shall stand? But forgiveness is with you, that you may be feared. I will wait for Yahweh. My soul waits, and I hope for his word. My soul waits for Yahweh more than those watching for the morning. Let Israel hope to Yahweh, for with Yahweh is mercy, and with him is abundant redemption, and he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities. Okay, we're going to cross this street and go up here to Zion Gate. I could have gone a little bit more straight on this city, but we're going to go this way, and if I have to refilm it I can, but we're coming close. Psalm 131, 3 psalms left. O Yahweh, my heart is not proud, nor have my eyes been lofty, nor have I walked in great things, nor in things too wondrous for me. Surely I have set myself and have quieted my soul, like one weaned by its mother. My soul on me is like one weaned. Let Israel hope in Yahweh from now until forever. Psalm 132. O Yahweh, remember David with all his afflictions, how he swore to Yahweh, how he vowed to the mighty one of Jacob, if I go in the tent of my house, if I go in the couch of my bed, if I give sleep to my eyes, slumber to my eyelids, until I search out a place from Yahweh, dwellings for the mighty one of Jacob. Lo, we have heard of it in Ephrathah. We have found it in the fields of the forest. We will enter into his tabernacles. We will worship at his footstool. Arise, O Yahweh, into your rest, you with the ark of your strength. Let your priests be clothed with righteousness, and let your saints shout for joy. For your servant's David's sake, do not turn away from the face of your anointed. Yahweh has sworn to David in truth, he will not turn from it. I will set one from the fruit of your body on your throne forever. If your sons will not keep my covenant and my testimonies, which I will teach them, their sons shall also sit on the throne for you forever. Yahweh has chosen Zion, and we're here at Zion. He has desired it for his dwelling place. This is my rest till forever. I will dwell here. I have desired it. I will dwell here. And we're here is literally we're on Zion. By the time we get done reading to this point, he says, I will dwell here, and we are here. We are on Zion. This is my rest till forever. I will dwell here. I've desired it. Surely I will bless her poor with provisions. I will satisfy her poor with food. And I will clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall surely shout. I will make the horn of David, hold on, let's keep walking, to sprout. I have arranged a lamp for my Mashiach. I will clothe his enemies with shame, and his crown shall flourish upon him. Psalm 133, we're close. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for the brethren living together, even in unity. It is like the precious oil on the head that ran down on the beard, Aaron's beard, going down to the mouth of his garments, like the dew of Hermon coming down on the mountains of Zion. For there Yahweh commanded the blessing, life forevermore. The last psalm, here we are. Behold, bless Yahweh, all servants of Yahweh, who stand in the house of Yahweh at night. We're here at night. Lift up your hands in the holy place and bless Yahweh. May Yahweh bless you out of Zion, he who made the heavens and the earth. So here we are. We made it up Zion. We ascended Zion. We just finished Psalm 134. Hallelujah. And we are here. So if you read Psalms 120 to Psalms 134 while you ascend from the city of David, where David's palace is, and you start ascending up Mount Zion, what they call Mount Zion today, we arrive here on the top of Zion. So let me show you a tour of Zion as we go in here. We're going to pass through, and we're going to pass through. So King David's tomb is somewhere over here in this area, and we're going to go ahead and pass through this place. Hallelujah. So this is where King David's tomb was allegedly found. I'm not familiar with it, but this is according to a medieval tradition. Okay, so this is what they call King David's tomb in this area somewhere, and we arrived up here on Zion. Okay, we read the Psalms, and it's perfect, the perfect map. These are the Psalms of Ascent, and we ascended, and here we are. We're on Zion. So we're coming out. Ooh, not this way. And here we are. So again, we made it to the top of Zion, and now we are exiting. It's nighttime, have the moon out. I'm headed home. And here we are on the top of Zion. And here you have it. So, hallelujah for the wisdom and understanding. Shalom.
Okay, so this concludes part 2 to this series. Again, I'll be rolling out with more videos. But to summarize the findings of this video is that from the city of David
from the top part of the city of David, where many believe David's palace was, all the way up to the top of Mount Zion. When reading the Psalms of Ascent, Psalms 120 through 134, 15 Psalms, it took about over 15 minutes. I think I paused the video and added about 30 seconds of commentary in there, maybe a minute. But if you look at it, you know, it's 14 or 15 minutes to read these Psalms, to ascend up to the top area of Mount Zion. Okay, so I think that this is some very strong evidence that, again, if you were to start at the bottom of the city of David and go up to what they call the Temple Mount today, that's like an 8-minute procession. If you start from the top where David's palace would be, and you go up to what they call now the Temple Mount, which is, you know, the Roman fortress Fort Antonia, where the Al-Aqsa Mosque is in the Dome of Rock, that's like a 4-minute, maybe a 5-minute procession, okay? The Psalms of Ascent, you can read them on your own with a good cadence, maybe sing them. Try it. You'll be blessed by the Psalms that are in there. But it definitely takes, you know, depending on how fast you read or how fast you sing. You see that I was huffing and puffing. Now I haven't been working out in a couple of months, so I'm a little bit tired walking up that hill like that. But it took me 14 or 15 minutes. And so it could easily be, that's the length. And again, length is a measurement of distance, but it's also length is a measurement of distance is also a measurement of time, how long it takes to get from point A to point B. So that's how we're measuring to find the location of the true Temple Mount, by using the Psalms of Ascent. And I believe that this was shown to me by the Ruach, the Spirit of Truth, the Ruach HaKodesh. And so this wisdom and understanding was given by him to by the Ruach, Spirit of Truth, to understand this. And so therefore I believe that if it be true, it's by, there you have it. So this is a strong case for the Temple Mount being on what they do call Mount Zion, and that being the temple site. Now I'll be going ahead and doing more, providing more information. We'll be trying to triangulate the site. Please watch part 2, and thank you for watching this video. I look forward to all the comments. Shalom.